Referral fees should be banned in a estate agency. Today, I'm joined by Jason Bull, who is an estate agency coach and guru. Jason, you said to me before we switched the cameras on, right, referral fees should be banned. Why is that? Talk to me.
Oh, where do I begin with these ones, Chris? I think they're a crime that's polluted the industry.
Okay.
And I think I'm probably going to go. There's two audiences in this: those that are going to absolutely disagree vehemently with me, and those that are going to go whoop whoop, you've got that right. So for me, if you trace the role of an estate agent, our job, as defined by law in the Estate Agency Act, is to act in the seller's best interests at all times. I'm not sure that referral fees actually marry up to that in any way, shape, or form.
Do you think they should be banned?
Possibly, yeah. Either banned or restricted amount of money that can be taken from it. So actually a maximum cap. So I'll give you a classic example. I've witnessed an environment where the negotiators, listers, call them what you want, they can actually select how much referral fee they want per transaction on a scale ranging from 100 up to a maximum of 500. And when
Not
you talk
the neg or the branch manager.
the branch manager. So they can select what they want, particularly in self-employed space as well. They can select how much they want from that. Okay. So when you ask someone, how do you actually make your decision on what you're going to charge?
That sounds like the PCP scandal.
I think it's sitting there brewing, waiting to happen. At some point, this is going to be a house of cards that collapses. And when it does, there will be monstrous consequences to pay. So think about that. When you actually ask an estate agent in that environment, why do you select £100, £200, £300, £400, £500? The answer is what I think I can get away with. Now, that is just not within the spirit of the business or the Estate Agency Act.
Let me share with you a story. I'm aware of a solicitor's practice who charge, if you walked in off the street, £750.
Okay.
But if you go through the estate agent, it's 1,050, of which only 450 goes back to the solicitor.
So if you think about the lunacy of that, what we've got an environment where there's a dependency there. You know, I'll use another analogy. It's almost like the estate agent is the drug dealer, and actually they're dealing drugs to the addicted conveyancer who actually needs them, because actually without them, I can't get business. So I think there's two ways that we solve this. Conveyancers, start actually nurturing leads yourself, start actually being proactive in generating business. And agents, stop actually seeing referral fees as a way of making your business sustainable and profitable. Make it sustainable and profitable through the earnings of selling houses.
I'm in a very lucky position that I talk to a number of people in the industry, and there are certain conversations that I have which have to remain off the record. And there is one very large firm that basically said, if we didn't have referral fees, we wouldn't be in business.
Correct. You know, I've worked for a really big operator where that represented about 90% of their profit. So if you look at it, actually, the business of selling houses, we can't make any money from. Is that because we've allowed fees to erode? Is it because we only sell 54% of the stock that we take on the market? Could it be 20, 30% if you're a London-based agent? You know, all of those kind of things. Actually, we've had to, what probably started off as a cherry on the cake, over recent times has actually become an important
bigger than the cake.
Yeah, exactly.
The cherry's bigger than the cake.
I just look at it and I think it's wrong on so many levels. On a moral basis, I think it's wrong. On a commercial basis, I don't see as though it serves anyone particularly well. You know, if you look at a conveyancer, they are being swamped with case levels. And the reason why they've got to do that is because the amount they're earning per transaction is minuscule. You've got an exodus from the conveyancing industry, struggling to replace people into it. It's just a problem that is never going to end unless it's challenged.
What are your thoughts on this? If you've got the balls to do it, put it in the comments. Thank you for your time today.
Cheers.